So today we are looking at 97 Xavi. Now he is the brand new icon that has come out and he is the passing extraordinaire. 99 on passing and dribbling with every stat actually receiving a 99. We obviously have got the pace at 94, the shooting at 95, the defending at 92 and the physicality at 93, leading to possibly one of the best statted cards Xavi has ever received. Now obviously he's had previous years with some very good cards, but this just looks very nice, and he's going to be a one-dimensional player. Like, he's going to be very passing orientated. His 4 playstyle pluses all being passing. They missed a trick really, and I know I'm kind of grateful that they didn't put the 5 as the whipped pass, because we could now at least get a 5th playstyle plus of something different, but it'd have been really cool to have all 5 playstyle pluses coming from the passing. So in terms of roles, we've obviously got plus. Stats wise, we're looking pretty good. And then in terms of what we've got over here, 540,000 coins. It's obviously not that hard to go and get him done. Now this is an 88 rated squad to check out his loan. I'm interested to see what this card's all about. Obviously, Anchor's going to be the play style, the chemistry style that you're going to go with, just to max out as much as you can. He's a 99 across multiple positions. Let's see if he's worth grinding out for the end of FC 25. So if you're looking for coins, check in the description for El Dorado. Depending on the coin amount that you're looking for, the delivery time is displayed on the website, and you'll see lots of different trusted sellers with reviews on specifics and also the ability to be able to pick who you want. It will also show how much they have in stock, and obviously you can see that they are verified members. There is 100% refund ability and also 24/7 support if you need any questions with your coin needs. Also, if you head over to Trustpilot as well, you can see over 30,000 upvotes for them. You can see how reliable they are. Obviously great feedback across the entire board with El Dorado. So when on checkout, make sure you are using the code JT11 for 5% off your order every time. Discount code JT11. Now let's get back to the video. Now passing wise, I'm expecting to see a pretty top end card, to be honest. I feel like he really should be that next level centre mid that really puts in a shift. How on earth has he managed to go all the way through? I was trying to hold off on actually tackling him there, but naturally I'm expecting him to be very agile on the ball, somebody that can most definitely cut through a defence very easily and just have that very close control dribbling. The pinged pass, incisive, all working together is going to be phenomenal. And again, how did we get through? Van der Sar making the save this time. Finding his way through. Little skip and a pass. Looking for CR7. He's going to go with Yamau. He's going to dunk it back and he's going to be blocked. Wins it back into Xavi's roll and we get tackled. Little fake. He's gone for the shot. I don't know whether he's going to be really a shot sort of centre mid or possibly not, just because he's got all the passing game down to an absolute T, and most definitely he's going to thread the lines pretty well, but not having any of them playstyle pluses in anything other than passing could be a detriment as well to the card as such. But I do think even if he is kind of one-dimensional, they've upgraded the stats massively, which I think is the main problem he had in a previous year, because he was just all passing. There was absolutely no other game to him, no defending, no attacking. Whereas at least now we have got a solid amount of dribbling. He's got all of the passing as well as a little bit more. But then he does have a very nice defensive and physicality role on him as well. So he has got a bit of everything, which is nice. It's just the playstyle pluses. So he's going to be very, very specific to what you want him to actually do on the pitch as such. So it's going to be how you utilize him more so than anything. I think somebody who's going to most definitely just thread the strikers through consistently, he's going to do wonderful at that role, most definitely. Good interception. Oh, lovely stuff. Little scoop back to an Mbappe, and I do think I like that with the passing aspect. Like it's not like no other player has got these passes, but it's the fact that you've got a pass for every occasion, which is what I do like. If you need an incisive through ball, he's got it. You need to get into feet, he's got it. He's literally got every passing type on lock. So it's almost like having all of the shooting playstyle pluses. You have a shot for every moment that might occur or might not occur. So it's always to be better prepared than not. So it does work in his favor if you're going for that aspect. And with the attacking game being more prevalent at the end of FC, which I'm finding massively, it's so much more end-to-end attack. It's just literally quick step on the defenders, make the challenge, go for that counter. That's going to be where he really does come in handy, because obviously having all of them passing aspects means he can literally just ping a ball out if he needs to, or get it into feet if he needs to, depending on obviously how your defenders are going to work with it. The only one that I'm kind of not really utilizing as much is the long ball pass. It's not necessarily as used nowadays. I find myself not having that much space really to work with, and it might just be my formation. Good interception again, lead into Yamal, who's going to go with a left foot. Nearly. The pace coming back as well. He's got a good amount. Like, I mean, it's not the worst in the world. I've definitely seen worse centre mids kind of trying to make the challenge, which is always his benefit, but he's not going to be the only defending midfielder that I'd kind of want in the team. That'd have been a great pass if he manages to get that in. Good interception. Little one. Nice. In there. In there. Comes across. Little one on the out, and I try for the Megs and it doesn't work, and we don't get the interception this time round. Good interception again. So can we trick anybody here? Look for a little bit of Yamal on the ball. Oh, nearly finds the head. It's just an interesting one with him. Like, I mean, in terms of cost, I don't think it's necessarily bad. At least he's quite easy to grind out. 500k is a lot better than what you kind of sometimes could imagine with some of these cards. But in general, it's relatively affordable, quick to do. I'd say he'd be well worth, at the minimum, having a look at. I'd definitely consider the loan first, just to see he fits your play style, really. Little Mbappe, little one on the edge. Do we get a free? No? Okay. Now, I don't know if free kicks really are even that much of a thought nowadays, but 96, 99, 99, 90. So he's going to be pretty good on free kicks as well. Again, I don't know if that is going to be anybody's wish list nowadays, because pretty much we're always there anyway. Good ball in. It's a shame that we don't get headers, because that's probably the only thing that I really don't like with this game is there's just no heading ability. So crossing is just a literal afterthought at the very minimum. Good out. Ooh, sees it round. And I got the delayed lag on that. Very, very unlucky, but he does well to keep the ball nicely and kind of tucked under his possession. And this could be where I see a free kick. I mean, we don't get free kicks very often, so always nice to make the most of them when we get them. See if we can get this in. Up and over the wall. This looks about right. It's gone up, gone over, and it's in. I mean, it's just an extra goal if you want to throw it in. He's a good free kick taker, to say the minimum. Good challenge, wins the ball back nicely. It's a solid card. May not be the best in centre mid, but he's most definitely not the worst as well, which I think is probably what I've been saying a lot with a lot of these cards coming out at the minute. The SBCs, other than maybe kind of like your Roonies and your Pushgasses, who obviously just have a big name more than anything. They tend to always be the bigger cards that everybody wants. And when you do look at your Rices, your Brunos, your Maguires, like them sort of level cards, they're just standard. Like they're not bad, but they're not crazy. So it's kind of just dependent on if you are collecting cards or not, because they're not necessarily going to change a team massively. But then also, it's not a bad card if you do complete them. So it is always an interesting one to see these kind of mid to higher level cards that just are kind of, at the end of the game, not as relevant to go into a main team with 99 Hullets and 99 Dembeles everywhere, especially when we do eventually get them in the team in the repeatable 85 times 10, or even potentially even get an SBC of a 99 at some point. That would be a very interesting call, which they've done in many FIFAs. I'm really shocked that they haven't started with these 99s yet, but hopefully we will see them at some point, and they can at least just allow the teams to get to that full end game at some point. I love his close control. It's absolutely wonderful with his dribbling, There it is. Oh, we need, and this is why we don't have no shooting on him. We need some shooting, and he most definitely would get a fair whack of goals with his close control dribbling. It's always nice to see. There it is. It's a stunning ball. It's a great finish to finish us off. Lovely. Literally the counter-attack of dreams there. Opens up nicely for Xavi. Gets a bit of space to run in behind. Incisive into CR7. And it's an easy finish. Good out again. It's that close control that I'm absolutely loving from him. It's like the ball sticks to him. So if you've got a nice technical on him as well, actually would work really decently with him. But in general, it's got to be at first time. But in general, it's just nice to have a player that has got that level of control and pace to go forward. So going into the overall form then, I'd say a pretty decent card. SBC wise coming in at 544. Pretty standard across the board, bronze and silver, 88 for obviously finishing off the loan version of him. You got some 88s, some 89s, some 90s. We got up to 92 at a max. I mean, that's pretty easy this part of the game. To be fair, you get 97s on an absolute regular. I think I have about 8 Veron 97s in my storage at the moment. So that's going to help with them SBC. So that's not really the problem with any cards now. It's just more time, more so than anything. It's nothing about actually completing the SBC because you can grind that out very, very easily. Now, in terms of what we've got in front of us with SBCs, he's definitely on the medium to higher level. I'd say Rooney and Puskás are two that I would suggest to try and put a lot of your resources in, but they are, again, very easy to complete if you just grind in the game. I'd say Xavi comes under the next sort of category. I'd say especially if you do look at the icons we've got, Rooney and Puskás would be my kind of favourites, Zambrotta being a very cheaper option. Then I'd go with the Xavi combination there. Maybe Keane, Riquelme. I'd probably go Ribery over Keane and Riquelme in terms of what I would complete. In terms of pricing, you can obviously complete them pretty quickly as well. When it comes to players, we've got cheap players literally across the board, so it's not even if we're going too high on them either. So in terms of the player itself, I don't think he's a bad one. I think it's probably one of the better Xavis we've had in general. I don't know any others that really come to mind. He's probably got an outrageous one. Yeah, no, I think, yeah, I was going to say, we don't really get too many crazy Xavis. 94, 95, very standard. Then obviously the 94 with the moments, which was just a +1 back in the day. This is most definitely the best version of Xavi that we have seen forever, if ever, to be honest. He's got the stats across the board. Like we suggested, if you check the anchor on, you've got yourself a top-end Xavi with some very, very good stats. So I'd say a solid option. I'd definitely be looking at him in the team at the very minimum. But the problem we have is, does he fit in? That's going to be your big question. He's going to fit in the Spanish team, but is he going to finish into your main team? Let me know down below either way. I think he's well worth looking at the minimum. Let me know if you agree. Peace.